Okay, so the next step here is to create a proper HTML page. So right now our source code, our program works. Here's our source code. That's all it is. And we need to add the HTML head, body tags, and the end HTML tag to the document. So looking through the coding again. Now the easiest way to do it is we just add it to the main program. Okay. Now it would work. There would be really nothing wrong with it. But of course, it was you know, if it was that easy, I wouldn't be making these video lessons. There's a better way of doing it, albeit it takes a little bit longer. So if we take the easy way, we can say, well, why exactly do we use object-oriented programming? Why don't we just do everything in the main program? You know, just have the main program do absolutely everything, and forget about using all these extra files, and you have to link it and all that kind of stuff. Well, the answer I can give you to that is why we use object-oriented programming is, let me ask you a question. Do you do everything yourself? So if you're running a big business, are you going to do absolutely everything yourself? You're not going to let anyone else work for you. You will do all the accounting, all the purchasing, all the tax preparation, all the closing the doors at the end of the day, the trade shows, hiring, firing people, HR, paying people. You would do everything yourself. Of course you wouldn't. It's way too much work. You would delegate it to accountants who are specialized in the taxes. You would delegate to business people who know how to run things. You would delegate it to your employees who will open the store, close it down, stock the shelves. You would delegate it to your purchaser who will buy the products and what have you. And you, being the main program, you will oversee all of that. So you will have many objects working for you, many classes working for you. So we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to create an HTML page so we can add this HTML stuff, and we'll use object-oriented programming to do it. Now the first thing is, you'll notice that I have a separate class for the HTML. Why don't I just put it in the same class as this one? Well, this one here, its job is to output some text. Now the HTML class stuff is a little bit different. You know, as a programmer, I feel that it's different enough to put into its own class. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a new class, and we're going to link it to the main program, and then we're going to make our page look like this. Okay. So going back to PHP, or sorry, Eclipse, I'm going to right-click in my class folder, new PHP file. I'm going to call this one CL HTML. All right. So in this one here, I'm going to take this. I'm going to drag it right up. I think I'll drag it right to, let's see here. It's here somewhere. Okay, put it right down there. Okay. So in this one here, I guess the first thing we need to do is to create the class itself. So I'm going to end the class. All right, and then go class CL HTML. Okay, again, we don't have to call the classes the same as the file name, but it's a very good idea. All right, and then we're going to open it and then end it, and this will be my end class. All right, and in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go public function page header. So this is going to print the stuff at the top of the page. All right, and this will be my end page header. Okay, and here I'm going to go echo, and I'm going to go echo and semicolon at the end. Let's put a few spaces in here, and at the very end here, I'm going to go, here's the start of my page, HTML. Okay, and then here it starts with the head section. All right. And then I'm going to go title, hello world, basic / title. Okay, I'm going to go / head, and I'm going to go at the start of the body section. Okay, and that's the end there. So in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another function. So public functioned end page. So this is the stuff that happens at the end of the HTML page. All right, and then this will be my end page. Alright, so at the end I'm going to go echo one more time. Alright, and then in here I'm going to go echo body, slash body, and at the end slash HTML. Okay, so here I have my class. My class name is HTML, and I have two functions, methods, or behaviors in this class. Now before I use it, the first thing I need to do is I need to link it. Okay, so include once. Okay, CL. Alright, and then CL HTML. Alright, I just noticed that there's a different way of doing it than I've done up here. I actually didn't know that. I learned something new. I'm so excited about that. That's great. Did you see how I did that? That was cool. Let's do it again. So we'll go include once, okay, and then I go CL, and it knows that I'm referring to this folder here. That is trick. Okay, and then in the folder it sees that it knows the files, and that is pretty darn cool. Very excited about that. Okay, so now that it's linked, but I still can't use it because this is the class. Okay, this is a blueprint. This is a drawing, a schematic. I need an actual object in order to use the functionality of that object. So I'm gonna create an object now. The object is going to be called page equals new. Okay, and I can see here that it already found the class file for me. Brilliant. Okay, so before here, I'm gonna use the object $page. I'm gonna use it to now that I have the object here in line number 8, I can use that object. I can use the functionality of that object now. Okay, so I'm going to use this method or behavior. All right, there. And then at the very end of the page, I'm going to go $page, and I'm going to end it. And there you have it. Okay. So let's go to Dreamweaver. Okay, let's upload it. Okay, now let's load this. Looks the same, no big deal. Now let's load this again. Aha! So here's my header. Okay, and here's my body, my hello world, and the body. There you go. Okay, so everything works as expected. So basically, this has been a walkthrough. This has been a walkthrough of, we have this main program. Okay, you can see it here. This is the main program. The main program connects to two classes, this class here and this class here. The main program connects to this class here and this class here. But I can't use classes, I have to use objects. So in this one here, I create new objects based on these two classes. Once I have the new object, okay, I can use the functionality. Here's the object I created, I can use the functionality. Alright, and that's it. Now the task for you is, what you're going to do is you're going to use object-oriented programming. You're going to write a program that generates 50 random integers between 1 and 100. Only display the random integers if they are even numbers. Also, make sure the program counts the number of even random integers generated. Okay? Remember to use lots of comments and great code structure. Now, just to give you a sample of what that program is going to look like, if you go back to here, basically, okay, here, random numbers. So this is what your program looks like. Here's my program. It generated 50 random numbers between 1 and 100, but it only displays the ones that are even numbers. Okay, and then at the very end, it counts it for me. So if I run the program again, each time I run it, it's going to give me different numbers. It's going to give me different totals here. Okay, run it different. So this is, you're going to make this program, and give you a little hint. You're going to have to use a loop of some sort, obviously, and you're going to have to use branching or conditional statements, if and else statements. Okay, so have fun with that, and I will talk to you later. This has been a Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming, the absolute basics.